you should not confuse supply as is used in the English language with supply as we have defined in economics. We have a something supply curve which says there is a something called the quantity supplied. Quantity supplied is defined as at a particular price the amount that you would wish to sell. So, it is not like the monopolist does not sell anything in the market, he just does not have a supply curve as defined in chapter 2 or whatever. So, be careful about how you use the sort of term supply. Of course, he supplies, he sells, but he does not have a supply curve, because a supply curve is something which relates prices. So, you have to be a price taker to have a supply curve. Here is your marginal revenue curve, here is your demand curve, and beyond this marginal revenue becomes negative, right. At this point the elasticity of demand is equal to 1. So, to be able to produce on the right side beyond this on the demand curve, where the demand will become inelastic, what do you need to happen? The marginal cost must be equal to marginal revenue. So, the marginal cost has to become negative as well. Only then, if the marginal cost curve is like this, only then would you produce here. But marginal cost by definition cannot never be negative. Marginal cost is the extra cost of producing something, right? It can't go down. So, consequently, the monopolist would never produce in the inelastic part of the demand curve. Can also show it by our nice formula. P into 1 minus 1 over elasticity of demand is equal to marginal cost, right? If elasticity of demand was equal to 1, then this would be 0. If it is less than 1, it won't work. It cannot happen that the elasticity of demand. So, a monopolist would never produce at a point where the demand is inelastic.